And all of a sudden, Sean said that she saw smoke. And I look out and there's smoke too. So it was a mad dash to get to the front door. That's what I knew to do first. And I thought the surge protector was on fire.
And it is 90 degrees in the RV right now because we have no power going to the RV, which means no ACs. All right, y'all, that is not PM, that is AM. Where are you, Matthew?
I'm here. It's 4:45 in the morning. We got up at 4. Why?
Because this one made an appointment at 8 a.m. because we had no idea where we were going to be in Florida when this appointment came around. So it's about a 2-hour drive, and of course it's during rush hour, so we got to get on the road.
So the longer we wait, the worse traffic is going to get. So that's why you might be doing the math and saying, you're going to get there pretty early. Yeah, we're going to get there pretty early, and parking's pretty tight, so off we go.
Yeah, his appointment's at 8, but he has to be there at 7:30. They want him in the check-in by 7:30, so yeah.
Yep, and it's still in St. Pete, and we're going down we're not taking the toll roads, we're taking the free roads through Tampa, so that means more busy.
Ready to go?
Let's go. So for those of y'all who go through rush hour every day in big cities, God bless you, because that was not fun, but we made it.
It's 7:09. It's still kind of dark, y'all, but
yeah.
We took the toll road because when we started off, the time literally just kept going up and kept going up, and this office is very strict about you need to be
punctual.
Yeah, and the fact that it took him 3 months just to get into this doctor, we're like, we're not missing this one.
Nobody. So. All right, y'all, this is the after. So the short of it is, saw the movement disorder specialist, and I like her. You like her?
I really like her. She's very knowledgeable.
She really is. She was very patient, which is one of my requirements because we are full of questions. We both had questions. And she explained what she knew. She was honest about things that maybe are overreach by the internet, that people make claims and even other medical professionals make claims. The one thing she did say is that I'm so young, apparently so young to get this, still 49, in case you're wondering. She said, I can't emphasize enough high intensity exercise. Just high intensity exercise. Just get to it. Do it. She said some patients, she literally has to bribe them with like candy bars and stuff in order to get them to do their exercise. And I would assume people like that need physical therapy. I do not. She said, just keep on it because we exercise in one way or another 6 days a week. And I'm feeling like I need to even increase that somehow. So exercise. As far as my prognosis, she wasn't about any fairy tales. She wasn't blowing smoke. So she said, I can't promise you how it's going to go. I've seen people like your age, because I asked specifically my age and my ability, which is mainly Trevor dominant, go either way. Either have a really long, productive life where it doesn't go physically bad, and some people where it just goes south in a hurry. She said, as of right now, I'm in good shape. Physically, she did a memory test, cognitive test, all that stuff. And I'm like, listen, I don't remember stuff that well on a good day anyways, but I scored a perfect score. So I got a lot to hold up to the next time I see her.
And did you tell him about the medication? So
oh, yeah. Go ahead.
She's keeping him on the medication he was already on.
Carbidopa, levodopa.
Adding one other medication, just started off slow. That's more known to help the tremor part because
amantadine, I think.
The carbidopa, levodopa, because we showed her the video of what Matthew looked like without any medicine, and she can definitely see a change and everything that we told her, but it's just when he exerts himself. And then she said Matthew needs to be social again, so
Ooh.
Being social helps a lot too, and she explained
she did say that.
I mean, I know it helps you like mentally, but she said it also helps you concentrate on, how to respond to people and stuff like that. So that's another good thing too. So we are going to see how we can, plug in more, be some more social.
Yeah, and she's okay with telehealth. And if there ever is any further procedures that I need, right now we're just doing medication. There's other things like a deep brain stimulator and stuff like that, which we already knew a little bit about. She said, I'd refer you to Gainesville to get that done, but we're not anywhere near that right now. We'll save that for when I need it.
I love how honest she is because, there's one doctor that does that stuff, but she said, I wouldn't even refer my family member to that doctor. So I love the honesty because we have had some runs of some not so great doctors.
That stuff you're talking about, DBS.
Yeah, but even, so it's good that she was honest with that. But she does do telehealth, but she has to physically see Matthew once a year, which will probably be September again. But you're going to do your first telehealth with her in 8 weeks because she kind of wants to see how the medicine's going to be doing and stuff.
So no matter where we are on this big, beautiful planet, Lord willing, he gives us the finances for this. We can fly in, see her, and go back. Because, taking the RV across country is a haul, y'all.
Right.
So,
a haul, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That kind of rhymes.
And there are other people on other channels who have other medical conditions who do the same thing. So, Lord willing, I think that would be the route that we would take. But so far, I like her as a doctor. I liked the last one, but he didn't feel that he was specialized enough for my set of everything.
And the only other thing I want to add, she gave Matthew like a memory test, and I got nervous because I'm like, oh my goodness, like I feel like I would have a hard time. And she said she gave him a very comprehensive one, but I was like, I would think that I would not do so well on that.
She said, I'm going to give you 5 words, and we repeated them several times, and then she did a whole mess of other stuff, like for several minutes, and they're like, all right, go back to the words. I'm like, okay, I got this. The hardest thing was, part of the memory test was I had a minute to come up with as many words as I could that started with a certain letter, no names. And I'm like, I'm not creative. I had to sit there and think, what the heck starts with this letter?
It's funny. Can I tell him what the letter was?
Oh, yeah.
It was F. And it was all I could do to contain myself because he's wearing an F on his head. Ford. And we're in the state of what?
Florida.
And I was just like,
I didn't say any of those things.
And I was like, I gotta keep my mouth shut.
I'm like, Frankfurter, fig,
Frankfurter. I even had
fennel seed.
I even had a shirt on that said Frankenmove. So
she said no names.
It's a name of a.
Well,
no names of people.
Okay.
Anyways, the point is,
I'm not creative, but I passed.
I remember
100%.
My granny, which we introduced you back to her back when in our video tragedy or whatever, but my grandfather had got Alzheimer's. He wound up passing before her. But when they were doing the memory test for him, she could not help herself. She kept answering the questions, and the doctor finally looked at her and said, I need him to answer the questions. So I had my granny in my head. I'm like, Sean, do not run his test. So
I knew you wanted to help me, but I mean, it's a good thing you can have a little fun with this, but she did say on the serious side that it is a progressive disease, which we knew.
Yeah.
She said, it depends. In the next 5 years, we'll see, does your honeymoon period, because I've seen her with that term before, she didn't make it up. Does your honeymoon period last a little bit longer, or do you keep needing more medication every couple of years? How is your system doing? And that'll tell them generally, sort of, what they should sort of expect going forward. And that's why I asked her, given my physical ability right now and my age, what have you seen? And she said, I've seen it go both ways. So it could go to the point to where I get dyskinesia, which are like the body tics that you can't, herky-jerky type stuff, or body movements that you can't control. You could get hallucinations. I could get to where my balance is so bad I can't walk. I could get to where dementia happens, because that happens in a lot of patients, Lewy body dementia. But it's not a given. And I asked her, based on me having a Trevor dominant one, is it more likely or less likely? And she said, honestly, there's so many variables. you know, I'm not going to get your hopes up. It could go either way. But the one thing I can tell you is get out there and have intense exercise. And she used the word intense. And I've read that too. So I'm going to hold on to hope that God's going to keep me on the lighter side of this nasty disease for many reasons. And she's my exercise partner. So if I'm in it, she's in it.
And be social.
And I have to be social.
She's
so
going to
if
be
you
a
see
social
us,
butterfly.
unless we're like running from a fire or something, please say hi, because that'll help us a lot for us to have somebody else come up and say hi. We might not go and shake everybody's hand in a crowd because that's not the way we are, but if you see us, please say hi.
So now we're going to go treat ourselves with Chick-fil-A.
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
All right, we got to eat. So we're going to make something sweet because I want to rhyme. No,
Well, we
Matthew
haven't
did-
made this recipe before. I don't know anything about if it's sweet. I kind of don't think so, but it should be easy and simple and cheap, and that's what we are. Cheap.
So savory, maybe.
Yeah. So this is a slow cooker recipe. We do slow cooker recipes all the time. We try to now all the time because it's just so easy. You dump the stuff in the pot and you forget about it. How much easier can it be? So on the video, I don't know what they called this. We're calling it Parmesan garlic chicken. Guess why? Guess why? Because it says Parmesan garlic. This is actually in the video that we saw. The lady did this with a Buffalo Wild Wing sauce, but Walmart had one. And guess who's cheaper? Walmart. So that's what we're using. So to make the sauce, it's half a cup of water, 3/4 of a cup of the garlic Parmesan sauce. So I'm just going to approximate, because that's what she did. She called out measurements, but I'll tell you what, it's just a dash of this and a little pour of that. So that's all we're doing. It's not science here. So, pour that in your water and set this aside. That's probably the hardest thing we had to do all day. All right, stay there. All right, 1.5 pounds. You know those little bags of potatoes, the little bags you get? 1.5 pounds of gold potatoes. Cubed, however you want to. That's how I cut them, so you can do it how you like. And then she did salt, pepper, and paprika on the potatoes. We don't do pepper. We're wimps when it comes to any kind of heat. We don't like pepper, we don't like hot stuff, so we don't do pepper. So a little bit of salt. And honestly, you see how well this is working. It's humid in Florida, and I've been having, this is our second thing of salt from Walmart, and we've been having trouble with their brand. So we finally found this, Morton's, not sponsored. I don't know if it's going to be any better, but I tell you what, I have never in my life had a problem getting salt out of a salt shaker. It's so humid here, it just clumps up, and that's brand new. Good thing it was less than $1.
But our original Morton got dried up as a reason we went with the Walmart, right?
I don't know. So this, hopefully, yeah. See, Morton knows what they're doing. Yeah. Okay. A little paprika.
As Matthew famously says, this is not a how-to.
I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. You can use vegetable oil. I use extra virgin olive oil. And then, as she says, mix all this around. All right. Potatoes are seasoned. Next is the chicken. These are 2 large boneless, skinless chicken breasts. You can use any kind of chicken you want to. This is what I use, and I cut it up. It doesn't look like the cubes, but they're sort of cubes. And the only thing that's important on this is just spread it around. And how do you season it? You guessed it. A little bit of salt, as she says, a dash of salt. Some paprika, which I have a feeling she puts on everything. And now we take this. I don't even know what this tastes like. We haven't tasted this before. I don't think we have anyways. So you just want to cover everything.
So, is that a big no-no, not tasting it first?
Well, it smells good.
We will do a taste test on camera so you can see our reactions to this.
All right, look at this, y'all. If you can't put this together, I don't know what to tell you, because this is so simple. Look at this. Potatoes, chicken, seasoning, and sauce. I mean, anybody can do this.
I'm getting a whiff now. That does smell good.
Into the Ninja it goes. Slow cook on low for, was it 6 hours?
Yeah. 5 to 6, but we can just do 6.
And make sure this is on vent up here. Sean will show this. If you have one of these, you don't want it on seal because then that pressurizes it. Vent. All right, so it's been well over 6 hours because we were busy. So it's been warming for like 56 minutes. I'm just being honest here. So about 7 hours this thing has been in here. It should be done. But first, we got one little thing to do, so.
Oh my goodness, it smells wonderful.
Yes, so the first thing we have to do is to add cheese. Now the lady in her recipe added mozzarella. I'm adding Italian because it's a mix of mozzarella and, I don't know, other stuff.
Do you need to measure the cheese?
No.
Okay, y'all, he's not measuring the cheese, so if this turns out to be good.
If it turns out to be good, thank the cheese. I mean, she said about a cup, so I'm going to put, Sean will show you that. That might be a cup. When in doubt, add more cheese.
So that was Italian too. You just
That
ran
was
it.
Italian,
Okay.
yeah, because mine Italian wasn't full. This is Parmesan.
Parmesan.
If you want to use the really fancy, expensive stuff, hey, be my guest. This is a cheap stuff, and it'll work.
Be my guest. Be my guest. Put your
Parmesan to the test.
Okay.
All right. So, the last thing you do in here is just mix the whole thing around, being careful of your bag. You don't want the bag to collapse. And the heat that's left in here will melt this. Just give it a few minutes and then serve it. And now I have never even tried the sauce that we cooked this in. It looks good. It smells good. Will it taste good? I have no idea. Honestly, not even a chef's little peaky taste. I have not done any of it. So, and it should be nice and hot too, so I hope I don't burn myself. Let me try the potatoes, make sure they're done. All right, I was not able to express that in words, but let's see if Sean has the same experience.
Okay, so you tried the chicken first.
I tried the chicken first, but you try whatever you want.
So do I need to blow on it? Like, is it really hot?
A little bit, but it's not going to burn you.
The cheese oozing off of this.
It's been cooking for so long, I'm surprised it's not too hot. Well,
That was pretty good, the chicken. Let me try the potato. This is a winner, y'all. Y'all are definitely gonna have to try this. Awesome. And it's pretty budget friendly.
it really is. It's a good filling meal for not much money.
Just stick it in the crock pot and forget it.
Y'all, it's just always something, isn't it? So, we were in the back. Here's the back of the RV. We work back here, right here, on the other side of this fine window. So what happened is we were in the back of the RV. I was sitting at my desk, and all of a sudden Sean said that she saw smoke, and she started reacting. And right when she said that, I heard what sounded like bacon on the grill. I'm not kidding. That's what it sounded like. And I look out and there's smoke too. So it was a mad dash to get to the front door, and our surge protector was plugged in like this. It was plugged into the pedestal, so I just flipped the breaker and turned it off. That's what I knew to do first. And I thought the surge protector was on fire because, again, once I turned it off, the smoke stopped immediately. And our cord is fine, and the top of this where it plugs into the pedestal is fine. Sean will show you the pedestal itself. The pedestal is fine. This has not melted or anything, and that's a 50 amp. So the only part of the surge guard that looks bad is right here, and I believe that's where the smoke seemed to have been coming from. Lots of smoke. So long story short, we called the office here because they're still open, and I said, I think my surge protector just was burning up and on fire. I need your people to come out here and check your pedestal, because you know I'm not an electrician. So they came out and checked it, took it apart, checked all the wiring, checked for 120 volts on each leg, and long story even shorter, I did the same thing after they left, because we have a little bitty multimeter, and it all looks like the pedestal is good. I'm just going to guess and say that this did what it was supposed to do, or maybe it short-circuited and it wasn't supposed to do that. Either way, there's no harm to the rig. There's no harm to the power cord, because these things are not cheap, not cheap. There's no harm to the pedestal. So, me being the way I am, both of us being the way we are, we certainly don't want to plug in without a surge protector of some kind. You don't have to have one out here. You can have it built in the rig. We're not there yet. We still are going to do the external one. So,
did you contact the people that make the surge guard to see what they say?
oh yeah. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I did contact them, Southwire, and I got a very nice young lady who is the operator, and she transferred me to their tech support line, from which they had a recording that said fill out a form on their website. So that's not a quick process. You know, when it comes to electrical fires or electrical smoldering or smoke coming from places that don't belong, you want a quick answer, man. You don't want to, like, next week hear something like, oh, what's your problem? No, you want answers right away. So
the first thing we're going to do is, everybody cover your ears. We're going to Camping World.
and they're a little ways away, but they have what we need,
well,
exactly what we need.
Yeah, we're in Lake Wells, and they're kind of in Bartow, so it's only 26 miles. They're still open, so we'll see what they have, see if they have, you'll just see. We'll take y'all with us. And then when we get back from doing all of that, then Matthew will fill out the form and stuff and see if there's some type of lifetime warranty on these surge protectors. We have heard of other people that have had surge protectors from a different brand that went out or did what it was supposed to do, and they got another one, I think. I don't know how it works. Alright, y'all, we made it back to the RV with our little surge protector. And it is 90 degrees in the RV right now because we have no power going to the RV, which means no ACs.
Alright, so back from Camping World, and this is what we got. Now, they had two versions. This version was $78 on sale, normally like $104. There's another version that's $399 normally. We'll call it $400. They had it on sale for $300, $299. The one that burnt out from ours was like the $400 one. Except the new $400 ones have Bluetooth and all these fancy bells and whistles, stuff like that. But here's what's important. I'm not a technician. All these numbers, all these protections are the same. 4,200, I'm guessing that's joules. I know you'll tell me if I'm wrong. 6,500 amps, and it's for a 50 amp device. They have little lights that come on that tell you if the wiring's bad or different codes. It says it protects against bad wiring and it protects against surge. So honestly, we didn't feel like spending $300 even though it was on sale. So you tell us, should we have gotten the one that said full protection even though they protect against the exact same numerical values? I don't know, it's what we got. I think we'll be happy with it.
And we get to try it on the same pedestal at the same park. So it's not like this happened and then we left and then we don't really know. So
right,
all the circumstances get to be exactly the same.
I have to say I like this one because it's very clear. You just look at the lights and go down the menu. I mean, we don't need a $400 thing, $300 on sale, unless One of you electricians out there says, oh, you should have got the bigger one. All right, well, tell us. Honestly, tell us. And we can always go back and get it if we have to. But I think this is a good one.
That's what I was going to say. How many are y'all going, you made a huge mistake? We don't know. All right. So what's going on?
Well, come this way. So you can see right now, after all our things, oh, it's great, it's fine. One dot on the right means leg 2 is missing. So I don't even know if I pointed to the right thing, but it says missing leg 2 power, or 120 volts. So I talked to the lady who's the manager, the on-call manager, and she texted the guy who helped us earlier today, but she doesn't guarantee that I'm going to be able to hear from him today. So what I'm going to do, with her permission, because nobody's going to be next door, is run both of our power cords and hope and pray that we can make it. If we can make it, we're good. If we can't make it, then we're just going to have to see it's good again. So obviously something weird is going on with this pedestal, and we'll just use it. But hopefully we'll make it over there. So let's go see.
But I have a question. If that's what caused it to fry our surge protector, we've been here for almost 2 months. Why would it just go bad all of a sudden?
I don't know. All right, it says it's good.
That one's not flickering like ours.
All right, so we'll ultimately tell you when we leave this place how it wrapped up. So for now, I'm gonna call this good. I'll probably come out a couple times tonight and check it, but for now, it's not flickering on and off. My hands are really dirty, so I gotta go wash them.
All right, y'all, so we successfully got plugged in, but now our sewer hose, see if y'all can tell, is wonky. So Matthew's gonna figure that out. I'll let him figure that out, but we've been hearing these tree frogs, and there's one of them. I mean, they find the craziest places, don't they, Matthew?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand over here. I don't want it jumping on me.
No.
Really crawling in there after the frog?
Nope, I got you. Nope. Nope.
And she's like, you're going far, far away. Never to be seen again. What is he doing? He's gonna go.
And the frog says, bye-bye.
Good morning, y'all. It's the next morning, and it is foggy. You can barely see the RV down there at the end of the road, but here's site 279, which is next to our site, and the sun is blinding, but it's kind of hidden behind clouds. It's really foggy, but woke up this morning and we were not getting shore power anymore. We were down to 77%. So good thing we have our batteries and solar system. But now this pedestal, hope you can see, is reading the same thing, where leg 2 is missing. As you can see, we're still plugged in, so Matthew's going to figure out what's next. So ours at 278 says no leg, and now this one says no second leg or whatever. You know, I'm not the technical one here, but so it's either something with the park. I mean, our first surge protector fried, and now this one. So yeah, that's the situation we're in right now.
All right, so the exciting conclusion, because I know y'all are on the edge of your seats, you just have to know what's going on with our power. So here it is. We were at an RV park that was a, come on, brain, help me. It was a golf course in Utah. And we had basically the same problem. 50 amp didn't work. Went to the neighbors, 50 amp didn't work. we started noticing a commonality here. So what did we do? Come down here. Here is our surge protector. See, all the lights are good. Here's our dog bone. We just plugged into 30 amp. Now, does that give us some restrictions? Yeah, sure. I mean, you can't run as much electricity at the same time, but we're not going to be here for very much longer, and we can deal with it. One reason is our roof. I mean, the roof is a great insulator, so we can run one air conditioner. We could run two, but we've been doing laundry today, so, you know, run the dryer and stuff at the same time. I think that that's a good conclusion, and everything's working out, and hopefully when we get to the next place, we won't have any of these problems, and it was just something wacky with their stuff. As far as a surge guard goes, I have no idea why that went to crap, but it could be related, it could not be related. Please put your comment below and tell us if you think there's a string that ties all this together, or are they completely random and coincidental events.